Hi, I'm tying up for TK24 Sports. Now on today's show, we're looking at the possible transfer of Jadon Sancho from Borussia Dortmund to Manchester United. Finally, could be in the region of 90 million. Apparently the Sun's going crazy with this stupid figure of what he's going to get paid. They have no clue, so don't we know, we won't even get into that part. But if you're new to the show, make sure you like, subscribe, turn that notification so you don't miss a show every time we upload, whether it's now on YouTube or Facebook. Now, make sure you give those two pages a big like, and if you're watching on YouTube, when you hit that notification, press all. Don't press personalize, press all, because that way it covers everything and you'll always be notified every time we upload. Let's go into this one. So, Jadon Sancho, is he all that? Is he worth 90 million? I've looked at the stats, I've seen the kid play, yes he can play, and I've got my few reserves about him, but one thing that stands out more than anything else about this guy, he can actually ball. I mean, he can ball. From the moment he left Manchester City, he went to Borussia Dortmund, he has been tearing it up. I've got a few reservations about a couple of his touches. He's not really an ankle breaker kind of player. He plays predominantly on the right, but he can play on the left, and he can play as an attacking midfielder as well. But is this the guy that United actually need to take them to the next level, to compete for the league, to compete for this season's coming up Champions League, and to win a couple of domestic cups along the way? And I'm very sure if they do sign this guy, Anthony Martial, away you go. That wasn't a bad form though, was it, when I done that? Anyway, doesn't matter. Ready? Let's get into this one. Let's look at his stats to start off with. Here we go. So, Jadon Sancho started off in the 2017-2018 Bundesliga season. As you can see here, he played 12 games, scored 1 goal, 4 assists. Not too shabby, right? Then, 2018-2019 season, 34 games in the Bundesliga, 12 goals, 18 assists. That's more like it. 2019-2020 season, 32 games, 17 goals, 17 assists. Woo! But this season, just gone for the 2020-2021 season, 26 games, 8 goals, 12 assists. So kind of a bit of a dip, but then again, was that dip just because he was maybe angling to move on that season, so his head wasn't in the right place? So the season before, he showed up and he showed out. Now let's look at his Champions League record, because that actually is not something to brag about, but let's have a quick look. Here we go. So again, in the 2018-2019 season, he played 7 games, 1 assist, 1 goal. And then we look at the 2019-2020 season, 8 games, 2 goals, 2 assists. And in the 2020-21 season, 6 games, 2 goals, 3 assists. So you can see what I'm trying to say here. So even though it's a short period of games, he doesn't actually show out in every single game, but he does contribute with some assists, and he does contribute very much with the goals as well. So I'm not going to be too harsh on him on that side of things. England, of course, for internationals, he's not too bad. He doesn't get too many games to start off with, and I haven't really seen him show out too much to say that's the guy, and that's definitely an 80 to 90 million pound player. But then again, Borussia Dortmund are stubborn, and they were stubborn last season when they wanted over 100 million pounds for him, and it just didn't work. And I don't blame United not paying 100 million pounds for him, because he's not a 100 million pound player. I don't even think he's an 80 to 90 million pound player as of yet. And before everyone jumps on and say, well, Ty, you're an Arsenal fan, you said, Nicolas Pepe cost 72 million. Pepe is not even a 72 million pound player. He's more of a 40 to 50 million pound player. And I'll put Sancho in the region of a 60 million to 65 million pound player, with the upside of reaching an 80 to 90 million pound player. But then again, his stats do back up. He will get you goals. He will get you assists. So I guess in that scheme of things, I can see why they're kind of cashing in, trying to get that amount of money. But I still think he's a 60 to 65 million pound player. That's just my opinion. And I guess other people will say, yo, you would say that, and what do you know about football? Well, I'm telling you right now, you paid the 80 to 90 million pounds that Dortmund want. That's just overcompensating for the fact that they're not going to get a player like him again. But then again, it's Borussia Dortmund. They always find a gem somewhere along the line, don't they? But United, if you can finally get this man, what is he going to do for you? What dynamic and what does he bring to this current squad that you don't have now? Now, you do play Rashford on the left, and he scores some goals, but not too many goals. And I think having Sancho gives you assists and gives you goals. So Ty, is he then actually worth 90 million? He's got pace, a little bit of power. As I said before, he's not an ankle breaker. When I say an ankle breaker, I'm not talking about injuries. I'm talking about getting the ball dribbled at someone. As United fans, if you're old enough to remember Ryan Giggs, he was an ankle breaker. Cristiano Ronaldo, he was an ankle breaker. He'll get the ball, he'll come at you, he'll do a couple of step overs, he'll chop back, chop left, chop right, through your legs. Ankle breaker. Ask Ashley Cole about being an ankle breaker. He ankle broke him quite a few times. Ronaldo did. Giggsy was a master of an ankle breaker, but his was a bit different. He wasn't doing chops in here and there. When Giggsy ran down the left, he would cut in, he'll cut out, he'll cut in, he'll cut out. The body swerve on him, he'll go in and out, in and out, in and out, and I'm not going to break dance for you guys. But my point is this, when you've got someone like Sancho, he's more of a direct runner. That's what he is. He'll get the ball, head up, he can have a knock it past you, make the run, cut in, cross it, and I've seen him do it on the left, I've seen him do it on the right. I just want to see what's he going to be like and how is he going to transform United. And I think just having him at United actually gives United a deadly outlook. And if you keep Cavani and you start Cavani for this season coming up, you have Rashford on the left, you've then got Sancho on the right with a Cavani in the middle, with Bruno behind them, cheese and peas, that could be something really good. I think United's going to have something here. Really strong. So I'm going to be looking out for this transfer. I've seen everyone going crazy on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. One person in particular, I'm not going to call him out, but he knows who he is. He's been doing this transfer daily on, you might as well just call it from what he calls his channel to the Jadon Sancho channel, because he's just waiting for this one to come in. And no doubt when it comes, he'll be saying, I told you what's going to happen. I told you what's going to happen. But brother, you've been saying this from last year. From last year, it was going to happen every day in the transfer window. But hey, if Sancho does go to United, I think it's going to be a good acquisition. Is the £90 million overhyped and overpriced? Should you have paid maybe 60 to 65 million? But then again, it's Dortmund's prize asset. And if you want the prize asset, I guess you do have to pay over. But I still think he's a 60 to 65 million pound player. I'm looking forward to seeing what Sancho does should he arrive at Manchester United. Anyway, I'm Ty Knight here for TK24 Sports. You've been watching us on YouTube and on Facebook. Remember to like, subscribe, turn that notification, like the page on the Facebook page, of course. But when it comes to the notification on YouTube, make sure you press all and not personalized. Press all so you never ever miss a show. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you very, very soon.